welcome to DDLC, like I promised last time, even though probably no one found it on the community tab and no one cares. We're back at it again. We're hopefully going to find the load. Ignore all of the background noise. I'm also watching a live stream. Why? Because, yeah, found it. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Also, might I just say, I'm recording right before midnight, so I'm just going to do my default voice majority of the time, and I'm turning this down because I will get distracted. Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but she'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Ah, I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so... Ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily buttoned her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori put her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't ever let me. Then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. I can't read. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? Do I sound like I'm tired? I'm not. I'm just trying to keep it down. Because, well, it's near midnight. But I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier, never. Fine, fine. No, don't say fine. My answer is never. I'll go to bed when my insomnia lets me. And that is usually almost never. It's a deal. No, it's not. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So, maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. No. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking at that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? I'm going to speak quietly because I heard my uncle from his room. Yay. I can't wait to read yours. I actually have an OC that I realized would be perfect for the story, and I wanted to use their name, but it's too late. It's already set in stone. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Savory still trots away to reveal her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much interpretation since I've never really done this before, and the stream has ended. And yes, I was watching it on my phone. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sierra and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sierra is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, you see, I really like Monica. She seems like one of those people you wish you knew better in school. So I'm going to start off with her, unlike literally everyone else in the YouTube who always goes with Yuri, as far as I can tell from all of their thumbnails. But I'm gonna go with Monica. We can talk about computer coding, I guess. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I handed Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. I honestly just went crazy with it. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Yeah, if you look at my closet, majority of it's all black. And I bet you Sayori's entire closet is just pastel. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Yeah, totally. Except I have some friends that actually enjoy spooky genres and would wear pink on Wednesdays. This isn't Mean Girls, I swear. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. And if I sound so monotone to the point where you can't even differ between me speaking and the character speaking, I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Yeah, you're more confident than when I accidentally advertised my YouTube channel during multimedia. Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay, my mouse is working this time. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction this backle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I, I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retains. Yeah, I'm struggling. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very free-formed, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. I'm really not. And it's okay. I couldn't even do it even though it was a part of an assignment. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Oh boy, writing tips. I've pre-recorded this like 3 times before and then completely deleted this. I'm not going to do the same with this one. I actually have a goal, but sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. I should really follow that with all my rough drafts. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same point for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink unless you're using a ballpoint pen or a pencil. So just move your hand and go with the flow. And that's where I'm going to end this part of the video because, yeah, I'm lazy. And then I'm going to start again. Okay, so like I was saying, in multimedia class, I accidentally advertised my YouTube channel in the middle of the end of class, and it was hilarious because out of anything, I didn't expect my multimedia teacher, even though he's a multimedia teacher, to actually be interested in who was going to do work during the weekend or during winter break, and I accidentally blurted out about the YouTube, so that was funny. Anyways, I'm going to have to edit this and then do the things. Okay, so yeah, instead of being weird like usual, it's 12 a.m. now. Bye.